Yo, 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 what is up? It's your boy Anton Charles again for Valley Voice Podcast. This is episode 2, and I am here once again with the lovely
Kadan.
Miss Kadan Essen. And today, everybody, we have a special guest joining us, none other than the Presidente of the University of the Southern Caribbean, Dr. Hilary Bowman. Dr. Bowman, thank you for joining us on the podcast today. How you feeling?
Feeling good.
You feeling good? Feels official. We got the president on the podcast, guys. We are official now. If it wasn't official before, it is official right now. We are officially an official podcast. The president is here. Dr. Bowman has actually been the president of the University of the Southern Caribbean for, it's been almost 5 years now.
5 years.
Like from 2016.
Yes.
That is crazy.
Unbelievable.
I didn't even realize it was that long ago.
Just slipped away.
Man, time really does fly by. It really does fly by, man. And not just that, Dr. Bowman is a man of the soil of the island of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And we have all been hearing the tragic news that's been happening in the island of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Yes, and I'm just here to tell you now that USC has actually rolled out a campaign, right? It's USC for SVG, ladies and gentlemen. And right now, we're just going to take you to some students live in St. Vincent who are just going to give us some feedback as to, what are their experiences happening right now, with the La Soufriere eruption. So we take you now live to those students in St. Vincent. Guys, how are you guys holding up, man? What's happening right now? Talk to us.
Good afternoon. My name is Alex Davis. I am a third-year criminology and criminal justice major. I'm the current president of the Volcano Cultural Club at the University of the Southern Caribbean, Trinidad and Tobago main campus. As a senior middle manager in the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Cadet Force, I am an emergency responder. The current situation on the island is that of a volcanic eruption that has been going on for 5 days and possibly will carry on for a while. The island is covered in ash, and as a result of an eruption this morning, there is an ash cloud overhead. Also, as a result of pyroclastic flow, there is a destruction of communities on the northern side of the island. Many communities have been displaced, and thousands are now living in shelters across the island. The most important needs right now is water, toiletries, baby supplies, food supplies, and clothes. Anything that may come to mind is also welcomed with open arms. We thank you for your assistance and continued prayers, and we know that God will continue to bless us and see us through.
Yes.
Dr. Bowman, as a native of this soil, as we previously just mentioned, what are some plans USC have in relief efforts for St. Vincent and the Grenadines as an educational institution?
Well, Kadan, it's a pleasure to be here on Valley Voice podcast. I'm excited and congratulations to
Thank you for being here with us
to
today.
you guys. Congratulations. Wonderful. I'm excited. My son that called me yesterday from Orlando, and he's a guy that doesn't cry.
Wow.
But about 5 o'clock, he was crying. Why are you crying, Kurt? He said, I'm crying for the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the people from his homeland. My heart is broken as I see the pain and the suffering of the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and realize that St. Vincent has supported USC over the years. The government gives scholarships to USC. St. Vincent means a lot to USC, and we have to do whatever we could to ensure that we help the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So, this week in particular, I've just spoken to a minister of government, and he has asked us to ship water immediately. And so we are hoping that we can have 2 containers of water, bottled water, heading to St. Vincent by Thursday of this week.
Wow.
In addition to that, we are providing food, tin stuff, and toiletries and just whatever we could get that is needed. And we have those containers will be going up. As a matter of fact, between yesterday and today, we have raised $20,000.
Wait, serious?
And not only that, we are having a telethon
Oh,
at USC
I thought about that, yeah.
to promote and keep that momentum going for the project,
And-
to ensure that we get support around the world from USC alumni and USC stakeholders. To add to that, we are ready. The leadership of the University of the Southern Caribbean is ready and prepared for that time if and when the government of Trinidad and Tobago decides to allow evacuees into Trinidad. We are prepared to make our 2 major dormitories available to
Okay.
the citizens
That's nice.
of St. Vincent
That is
and the
nice.
Grenadines.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Plans into action, man.
We like this.
That would be
Dr.
great.
Bowman, this is so heartbreaking. A student reached out to me and I was inquiring, what is going on? How is it going? And she let me know that students are in fear right now. Do you imagine what it's like stepping out of your house 10 o'clock in the morning and it looks like 10 o'clock in the night? That is devastating. Yet students are going through exam periods right now, and while they're supposed to be securing their life and their health, they're also traumatized and so worried about their final exams and if they have extensions, so
I mean, not just that. I mean, I've been hearing about power outages just going off,
Look at that.
in the island. So it's difficult just to be on virtual
Exactly.
virtual school on a whole, right? Just not just mentally and trying to stay focused. Literally, you're not able to gain access into your classes, your Zoom classes and whatnot. It really is wild times we're living in, man.
it is.
Wild times.
Yes.
Because you have COVID
Yes.
and now this volcanic
Well,
eruption.
Anton, I am a Vincentian
Mm.
as president of USC. This is not happening because I'm a Vincentian. When we have hurricanes, the islands that are affected, we reach out to them. So it's not just because
Sure.
I'm a Vincentian,
Sure.
but it's because we are Caribbean people.
And it has been USC's nature to
Yes.
do. Like I remember with Dominica, when Dominica had their relief fund, there was a massive concert that went out. So USC is no stranger to putting out. This is what I love about the school, man.
I love this. I love the unity. We are one people, and if it's one thing we can definitely bet on is that when something happens, in no time we are there to support, and I love
question.
it.
Without question, man. Guys, we are one Caribbean, guys. Everybody is affected by this situation, and we just want to continue to keep everybody in St. Vincent in prayers, right? And make sure that you guys continue to reach out to us, let us know what's happening, and just keep safe, guys. Keep safe.
I don't know if you listened to the Prime Minister of St. Vincent of the Grenadines, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves. At one point, he cried.
Wow.
And I don't think Dr. Gonsalves is someone who cries easily. But he actually cried. And he expressed that the reason why he cried was because of the kind of support from Caribbean people.
And I'm just hoping as we continue to move on in the future that the islands will continue to look out for
Yes.
each other, and that just brings us stronger together as one Caribbean. People in St. Vincent, you are in our prayers, and you guys will continue. You guys will get through this, and just continue to update us on what's happening here. Kadan, right? Dr. Bowman, you would have announced your departure in November, right? You are leaving USC. Am I mistaken to say that, or is that correct? Is this fake news? Am I?
That word kind of harsh. Like I feeling the word leave. It's a little hard
It's a
for
little.
me to.
Oh, Kadan.
Let's be easy on that word.
Are you getting emotional?
I have
Are
been
you
emotional
getting
since the
emotional?
beginning
Oh,
of this
no,
podcast.
Kadan, oh no.
I'm really trying to keep it off here.
Be strong, Kadan. Be strong. Be strong. Dr. Bowman, you need to tell us. Are you really going? Are you leaving? And if so, what are some of the things that you would like to see continue? Because you would have embarked on a number of things here at USC, right? During your tenure here, you would have done so much, and I'm pretty sure there are so many other things that you had in place to do while at USC, right? So as you make your departure, what are some of the things that you would have also liked to see happen, during your tenure, or even after you leave? Some of the things that you like to see continue here at USC.
Well, Anton, Kadan, it has been a pleasure being at USC. When I was appointed the president of USC, it was to help to stabilize USC a little further and to build it to a level where someone else could take it over. As a matter of fact, I gave the board of trustees at USC 1 year's notice to find a president.
A year?
A year.
Wow.
And I don't think anyone has done that for the past 20, 25 years.
Wow.
So I'm happy that I could have given them a notice that
Right.
I want to leave to rejoin my family, and that I can have a smooth transition for the person who is coming in. And I want to assure the USC stakeholders that the gentleman who has been chosen as president is a good man, a good president. He's going to do a lot more than I did. I have set the pace, and he's going to build on what we have done. Going forward, I would love to see the president continue to focus on academic programs that are very relevant to the Caribbean people as we have started. I would love to see a more focused approach at the USC and on students and students' life, providing more for the social life of our young people, providing more for the spiritual life of our young people. I want that cafeteria to be like an Andrews University cafeteria.
Everyone is just gathering.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I want to see a place where young people can gather and mix and speak and know each other better. Because I do know at Adventist universities, a lot of folks find their husbands and their wives right here. And people fuss sometimes about a young man and a young woman holding hands and being close.
Yeah.
I have no problems with that.
Public display of affection.
I have no problems with that. Young people must be trusted, and they must trust themselves, and we as leaders must trust them. We must provide for the social welfare of our young people.
I like that.
Develop the infrastructure further, and ensure that there is buy-in from parents, all stakeholders. USC is a wonderful place, a great place, and I'm proud to be at USC. It's hard to go, but I have to go.
Oh, man. Kaden, keep it together, man. Kaden, keep it together.
Dr. Bowman, do you know how much what you just shared closed a huge gap for a lot of students that really wanted to hear this? Yeah.
It really did. It really did. It really did.
I wish I could have done more, but the COVID has really
It really did rob us of a year.
really robbed us of a lot of our energies and finances that we need to put into some of these programs. But God has been good, and it's going to get better.
Of course.
Robo.
Let's move into a slightly lighter
I like the topic. I like that.
Yeah. So, Dr. Bowman, you've been quite busy. You've been sharing your legacy with us since you've been here in 2016. I just want to ask some more closer questions. So, tell us, what does a day in the life of a president look like off presidential duties of the university?
I like that. I like that.
Kaden,
Go on.
was that question planned to get me in trouble?
Spare no detail, Dr. Bowman. We want to know the students.
We want to get to know you a little bit better. Yeah.
I tell you, the days of the president at USC is extremely busy, tough, hard work. Sometimes you get home and you want to forget about a job, but you just can't. The brain is just not closing down. There's students who need help. You need finances. You need programs, and you can continue to name all the needs
This goes on.
at a university. So it's difficult to find time to
Take office.
socialize and stuff. But there are those days.
Yes, sir. Talk to us about those days.
ridiculous days.
The days when the suit comes off.
Yes.
And Bowman is in his short pants and his polo shirt, relaxing at home.
I give credit to my colleagues in my administration, the President Council. They would come and get me. Dr. Bowman, we need to go out today. Where do you want to go?
Field trip?
Wait, did this go on live?
So that's the time when I get to throw my jacket off
Nice.
and put out a Nike t-shirt.
Hey! Ballin'. Represented.
And they would all get into my vehicle. Somebody would drive and we would go.
Man.
And they know where I want to go. I would go to Chagaramas
Yes.
and for boardwalk.
Oh.
Shagrama's on the boardwalk.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, and they would take me to those small shops, food, where food is sold.
Righteous,
Right.
righteous, yeah.
Where food is sold. And so you have all these hundreds of shops with different food being cooked right there.
This is a legit lie, man.
Yeah.
This is a legit lie.
So you know what I would
Of
I
course.
would order there. I know you want to know
Yeah, of
that.
course. Spare no detail.
Take me to that fireplace over there where they're roasting corn.
Yeah.
I love roast corn.
Butter on it, Dr. Bowman.
Yes.
Yes.
Doubles.
Oh, yes. I mean, it's not a lie if you're not going out for doubles, man. In this country,
Yes.
it's practically a crime.
And
Can't be in Trinidad if you haven't had doubles.
Yeah.
and you know, I would tell them I need fried fish. So I would get a snapper like that, and I'd eat the snapper. My wife knows I love fried fish.
Wow.
You know, and boiled peanuts. Yeah,
Boiled peanuts.
boiled peanuts.
I've
Yes.
never had boiled
Yes.
peanuts.
You had the roasted
before.
ones, the sweetened roasted ones. There's this guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And the corn soup.
Another Trinidad national dish.
You know,
Hey.
2 nights ago they took me to a place and they said, "What kind of soup you want?" And I said, "Listen,
Go on, soup. What kind of question is that? Give me the regular, right? The regular, please, with slight pepper. With slight pepper.
Y'all know I like corn soup. Why
You
you
know.
asking me that question?
so I'm going to spill the beans."
Yeah, man.
I'm going to spill the
Lay
beans.
it out there. Lay it out there.
I said, "Let me try the cow heel."
Oh,
Oh, okay. I see diversity. I see.
I know you're surprised about
yeah,
that.
man. I was
We're
expecting.
enjoying this.
I was expecting the corn soup again. The cow heel, man. So Bowman loves the cow heel. I remember that, man. Have that written down.
So we're
I
getting
written
some
down.
of his favorite
Yeah, man.
Trinidad
His dishes,
and his favorite places to visit in
his
Trinidad.
brand of clothing, right? We have never been this close to you, Dr. Bowman. We feel closer now than we have ever been in the past 5 years. Oh, man.
They wouldn't read me out the
They
church.
they probably wouldn't, man. They probably would. I think you're safe, man. I think you're safe. You can have Pastor John vouch for you, man. You're going to be all right. Well, Dr. Bowman, man, I mean, it is. I mean, to see you this relaxed is wonderful, man. It's wonderful. I think people are watching on this to be like, is this our president, man? This is the same guy up on the stage. This is Dr. Bowman in his relaxed state, ladies and gentlemen. Where's the relaxed sound effects? Dr. Bowman on vacation. Bowmancation. I don't know. We're gonna have fuse. Make it an official thing, man. But it really is good to see you this relaxed, man. Especially with everything going on, and to get to know you. You know, it just makes it even sadder to see you go. I feel like we're just getting to know each other, and then you're going already.
Yes, I'm
man.
going.
It's different.
Yes.
But like you said, you know, I think it's Dr. Corwick Wilson, the guy who's coming in as the new president. You have given him, you know, your highest, you know.
Well, Dr. Wilson is a very credible man.
Looks so, yeah.
He would be a great president. I don't think at this time for USC we could have gotten any person that is more qualified than him and more experienced than him.
Wow.
You're going to find him a tremendous president.
Wow.
A lot better than Dr. Bowman.
Wow.
Look at this.
That is a high pedestal right there, guys. Right? A high pedestal. Dr. Wilson, we are officially excited to have you to come on board, man. Dr. Bowman has given you his highest regard. And I mean, if it's coming from Dr. Bowman, then I mean, what more do you need, guys?
We are the
Because I have another brain flat moment. You looking at Isaiah was there, man. I have absolutely no idea which button was the cricket.
We have high expectations of you, Dr. Wilson, coming from Dr. Bowman.
And from the students of USC, of course. It's not just Dr. Bowman, right? We expect great things from you, Doctor.
And trust me, he is going to deliver.
Oh, wow. Man, this just makes me excited for the new upcoming year, man. I mean, with everything going on, new president, you know, new clothes, you know, I had to try cow heel soup now. All kind of stuff, man. It's gonna be a wild experience, man, coming down to the new year, man. The new year. So of course, Dr. Bowman, thank you so much again, you know, for the time, you know, taken to Kadan. Do we have anything else we wanna talk to before we end today's podcast?
I just want to thank you for being here with us. I enjoyed this moment entirely.
And thank you for inviting me, and it's a pleasure.
For sure.
God bless.
Yes.
Right before we end, I would just like to know what are some top dishes you would suggest of St. Vincent?
Oh,
Dishes.
yeah.
Yes, what are some delicacies?
Some delicacies. I mean, we've spoken to the cow heel in Trinidad. But
Oh, in St. Vincent?
yeah, in St. Vincent, yeah.
You mean during this time?
Well,
No.
probably
Just
not.
in general, just
Probably
in
not.
general.
No, well, in St. Vincent, surprisingly, my favorite in St. Vincent is roast breadfruit,
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
roasted breadfruit,
Yes, man.
jackfish,
Yes, man.
codfish.
You're preaching to the choir now.
you know,
Keep it going. Keep it going. Yeah.
With
Yeah,
a
yeah,
little cucumber
Yes,
and
sir.
oil.
Yes, sir. Vinaigrette at the side.
I love that. You know.
Dr. Bowman has taste, guys.
You
You
know.
don't get better than that, man. You don't get better
I
than
like
that.
it. I like it.
A good
And-
roast breadfruit says go down hard.
Centrans cook a lovely pilau. You know what is pilau?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay, I think I have to taste that for myself because
Yes.
I know Trinidadians could make a mean pot of pilau.
Oh.
So I am excited.
Are
I
we-
just want to.
Is this a pale cook-off
appreciate-
going on? You know, Trinidadian pale versus the Vinci pale. I would like to see that. You know, St. Lucian, let's just put our pot in there one time.
I think some of the dishes are quite similar.
Yeah, culture, man, the culture. Well, guys, that is it for today's podcast, man. Again, Dr. Hilary Bowman, the president of USC, was on this podcast. We are official. This is an official, legit podcast now, man. Right, Dr. Bowman. Thanks again for being
Thank you.
here, man. Thanks.
Thank
so much
you for
being
inviting
here.
me.
For sure.
God
Right.
bless.
And I believe,
Yes.
like next time, if you ever want to come up on the show, man, we could do a beach episode, man. Just the two of us, right?
Thank you.
Lawn chairs. We come out in our little short pants, our little straw hats, Hawaiian shirts, sipping out of a coconut, man. Sandals. Yeah.
I'll take you up on
You
that.
take me up on that?
I'll take you up
It's gonna happen.
We know where he likes to go.
Yes, I know what food you like to eat. I'm a really go out. I'm pull out all the stops. this, man. We're gonna be, it's gonna be everything. The boardwalk, the food, the sights, our Nikes going matches. It's gonna be amazing. Well, that is it for today, guys. Tune in next episode for the Valley Voice podcast. I have been your host, Anton Charles, and
Kadan Asson.
and of course,
Dr. Bowman.
Dr. Bowman.
We have to end off with our specialty
We have to do
music.
our specialty outro now. Dr. Bowman, you have to take part in this, man. This is our official outro. So you're gonna hear some beautiful, beautiful music, and the action is, think Cloud9, right?
Think positivity.
There we go. Yeah.
Happiness.
Release that stress.
Stress
Are you ready,
relievers.
Dr. Bowman? The outro for Valley Voice podcast in 3, 2, 1. Valley Voice podcast.
Let's do that again.
We gotta do it again?
Yeah, one more time.
All right, one more time, Dr. Bowman, just for good measure. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Thank you for joining us on Valley Voice podcast. See you next time.